Okay, folks, welcome to Rows to Columns. This is my version of FlipGrid. Unfortunately, FlipGrid went away when Microsoft locked it behind their logins. Google people do not have access to it, and even when they do, it doesn't have the best ability to track feedback. It's really nice because you can record the video and then you respond to videos within it, but the feedback piece is what teachers need to be able to mark these things or at least see what's going on. So this makes it a bit easier. So just a quick little overview here. I'm going to obviously show you how it works. Some apps that you can use to do the recording because it does not do the recording, how to set it up, and then some tips and tricks. It's been used to set a class for about 4 times now, and we've kind of learned what works, what doesn't work, because you can build the most perfect program in the world until people go to use it. So, the introduction. Okay, so students are going to submit their videos into Google Classroom. Again, they're going to have to make it inside an app somewhere, and we'll take care of that next slide. Okay, there's a script already made that takes care of all the background information, makes the form for you, takes the data, massages it, puts it into the spreadsheet, and then sends it off to a Google Doc for every single student, which I think is super neat. So let me show you this. This is the sample. This is generated with AI, so no actual student information. So the first name and last name is a header in this, so it gets more than one page. It'll keep you listing out. It'll have a video link. If they have a presentation, it will also have a presentation link inside it. This is the feedback that they receive from other students, and whether you select this or not, you can hide this or have this so they can see each other's names. It automatically gives them an out of, and I chose to have a rating, and these things don't show up, of course, if you don't pick rating, but here we go. This is all the feedback they received on their videos. And then this is the part that you can mark because this is what they gave other students. And again, you can see the student names and the ratings they gave and all the stuff they've written out. So I think this is pretty neat. Okay, how do you set, oh no. Suggested recording apps. There's a lot of apps out there, a lot of apps. Some are really great. Screencastify I used to love until they hardcored 10 videos. That's it. You can't do the trick of delete a video and go down to 9 and then make another one. It's 10 and then it stops working. There's also Loom, 25 limit. Google Vids is strange. You record the slide. Basically, you put audio onto the slide and then you make each slide your presentation. And it only gives a link, which we're going to have to fix the next part. Screencast is only on the Chromebooks. Very strange editing. You have to edit by the transcript. One of the students found this one. I just love the name. They do have to log in to see the video, so there's a problem with privacy. And I think the solution is right here. I'm literally using Canva for my presentation. That's why it looks so fancy. They actually let you do videos in it too, and editing the video is really nice, and then exports the video out. And it's free for educators and for students. So I really highly suggest you check that out. It's pretty cool. Okay, so how do you set this whole thing up? I wish I could automate the whole thing, but I can't. Google does not let you program in Google Classroom just yet, so I'm kind of stopped from doing that. So what I'll have to ask you to do is make an assignment that's just blank, that it can just put their video files in, and if you want their presentation, those two things will be put together and away they go. And then you're gonna have to make another one that's an assignment, but it's going to have a blank Google Doc for each student, and then also it's gonna have the link for the feedback. So before we go to tips and tricks, let's get this thing going. So let me just switch out here. So this is the spreadsheet, this is the setup. So again, you can change all these things. The blue is provided by the form. So I've kind of done some work ahead of time so this whole thing works for my video. Don't have to wait for stuff to upload. So this makes this for you and makes that for you. We don't have to worry about that for right now. So you can pick as many feedbacks as you want. We're finding that it's a little over programmed. Just go with one. That way they watch the video, they comment on the video, then they can go back into the form and submit again and just keep doing that loop. It works a lot better than trying to figure out which videos they watched and which ones they didn't. Hey, I wanted the student names, so I picked no to anonymous. Pick yes. The user can't see it. It won't be sent to them. You can see it in here when it all starts coming in. And then these are drop downs so you can filter by feedback or video owner You can get to comments that you want to take a better look at. If you don't want a comment showing up in the child's document, sometimes people are pretty silly. Highlight it, delete it, cut it, put it off to the side, get it out of there, rerun the script, update form, update student documents, and out it will go, and then you still have record of it that it was submitted. Okay, back to setup, sorry. I wanted a rating. You can go with no, and it sort of goes away and lets you know you shouldn't have anything in there. Go with yes. Okay. Again, had a little fun programming here. I'm going to make this -5, and it's still going to stay mad at me at 5, and then it's happy again. And then we'll cover these in just a moment. Okay. Yes, this will be a video link. This is literally the video I'm recording. The link will go in here, and if you ever need it again, here's the template file. You can get it back in again. Always go back to this one and get your copy, because this is the one that links to my main document. Anytime I find a small error or weird goofiness, or I want to add in some more features, this one's going to have it as opposed to your copy. So always grab it from the original. You might as well get the best. Okay, let's go into Google Classroom. So I've got them already built. I just want to show some weirdness that happens. So I'm going to make the assignment. This assignment is going to accept the videos. So please submit video here. Okay. You can put presentation 2. It's just going to be empty. That's it. Assign. Okay. Now when you go in here, this thing needs the video or presentation link. So if you go in here, view instructions, student work, this is the file folder you need, and you're going to see an error. Ignore the error, just copy and paste this thing in here, and it will be fine. Once a video comes in, the script will run, and it'll all fix everything, which is quite nice. I'm going to get back into this. Can I delete it here? Nope. Nope. Can I delete it here? Oh, I can delete it here. Perfect. Gone. Okay, so this is the one I have. Okay. And you can see I've already got some videos because I pre-populated. Videos do take 20, 30 minutes to encode sometimes. So I have this script checking every hour on the hour to grab these videos. If you get a last minute, or you can run it manually, I'll show that in a few moments. But these do take a little bit to encode. So you probably want all the videos in one day, stragglers, and then you can do it the next day, do the presentation. One thing I forgot to mention, the greatest thing about this setup is you can do a class presentation within a day. You're not killing a week, 2 weeks of watching students try to present in front of their peers, and attendance drops off. It's a terrible way of doing it if you can use this. Now they're making a video, they're editing the video, and they're interacting with the video. They're not getting the live interaction and the live presentation, but they are working on other skills that they're going to need to have in this digital age. So it's a trade-off, but I think it's really nice. You can pile these in, do them in half a period, a full period, and they're done. I think it's great. Okay, back to this. So this is the link I need. So I'm going to copy that and paste it in. Okay, and then I'm going to also make something else. Back to classwork. Then we're going to make an assignment. And two things are going to happen here. I'm going to add in just a blank doc. And the script is going to go in there and fill that document for me. So, yes, make a copy for each student, or this will be really bad. Instructions, this is where I go back to this. You're going to have to run the script and then come back and edit this thing and put in the link. And we're going to put in this link, which is going to be the form link. And then the students can do it. You can even put it up through the link if you want. Doesn't really matter. Hit assign, everyone gets a copy. So I've already done this. Delete this guy. And it's here. So you can see everyone gets a document. There's a form thing, and I even got extra fancy and I added in a rubric so I can quickly mark the responses that the one person, the video creator, gave to other people. And I just click, 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 and away you go, all marked. Life is nice. Okay, so we need to also get this folder. So view instructions, student work, folder, grab this one. You can see everyone's got a document. So put that in there. There we go. Okay, so once I have this all figured out and all entered, again, this will fill in once I run the script, presentation, and then run setup. So it doesn't matter when you run setup. You can't change these once you've run the setup. So you can't change these at all because it goes and makes a form. It's doing this in the background and updating everything, and it will really mess stuff up. Once a student enters in something. You can keep redoing it as many times as you want. As soon as you get a response, you can't change it after that. You can make it look pretty if you want. You can edit it and add in a header and change the colors, but you want to keep it pretty basic because this is pretty important to have that set up properly. Okay, so in the background, it went and grabbed that and that. It also turned on a trigger that runs every hour that checks for new videos. Now I know that there's videos there and you can run these things manually, especially if you think something's happened like a last minute submission. So I'm going to run this. Hopefully it's smart enough to go off and grab all the links. There they all are. So these people submitted videos. This person actually submitted a presentation. They're fake because, but anyways, there we go. And then they all have their documents, and then this will fill in as they submit. So let's get something in here. Now, I'm just going to go through here and do a student submit. Okay. Here is this automatically updates. This is the links to their video. What happens is once they submit their video into the folder, they lose ownership. The teacher becomes the owner and they become the viewer. I go in there and go, hey, this person's the viewer of this video, they own it, and that's how I build this. So if you ever need to slide in a video, say someone emailed you one, you got to slide it in, put the video into this folder, right click on it, go share, and share it to the student as a viewer and kick everyone else out. This will take care of itself. Okay, you might want to check that to make sure that anyone within the domain that has the link can view. That way the class can look at each other's videos, but share that as a viewer, take them out as owner, and you're good to go. It will pick up their video and put it in here. Now, something else I should mention, sometimes they make links, like we saw crazy stuff, like kids putting in videos into Google Slides, not too sure why, but that's what they wanted to do. So if you ever need to override these, you just go get the link, make sure it's shared properly, and stuff it into here. Run the update form, it'll pull this out and put it into here so the kids can click on it, watch the videos, and submit. So I'm going to click that. Let's see, I'm going to pick that person. Very good video. Probably want a better one than that, but anyways, and I'm going to give them a 4 to 5 and submit. Okay, so let's see what happened there. Oh, look at that. Good. 1. I'm always amazed my own programming works. Okay, and oh, look at that. So I'm the feedback provider. There's 1 so far, and there's 1 video owner. If you notice, this one's got 3 videos, 1 presentation. It's big on counting things. Okay, and there's my feedback. So wouldn't it be great if this is already inside the folder for the child? Let's go take a look. Okay, that didn't run yet. So let's update student docs. And there we go. It will kick up automatically. It just didn't catch it fast enough. When this thing starts going, they'll start flying in and there'll be tons and this thing will be run 1,000 times. So it will delete the entire document and rebuild it every time. Just easier with Google Docs. So there's the video link you can watch. There's the presentation if you want them to hand it in. If you don't, who cares? Here is my lovely feedback. There's my rating. There's my name. And you can see 4 out of 5. And that's the rating. So that is how this thing works. I think it's pretty neat. We've used it with a bunch of classes. They thought it was really neat, especially when they started flying in the feedback and it was automatically updating their documents. They absolutely love that. Okay. So if we can go back to here. And I go here. So again, I've already have my rubric made and I can just click, 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 add in some comments, return it, and the marking is all done for all the feedback. They haven't given any feedback, so there's nothing there, but you see how easy that is. And again, an entire class worth of presentations done in under a period. We got this thing done in half a period. It was absolutely amazing. The kids loved it. They got to see each other's videos. They got to comment on each other's videos. It was really a good thing. And I think they learned a ton off of it, both how to get feedback and very importantly, how to make a video and how to create a video because these things aren't easy, as I found out. So, anyways, folks, that's the peer feedback video feedback program. Try it out. I think it's pretty cool, and it's a touch better than FlipGrid for the commenting and feedbacking part. It doesn't make the video, but you can't have everything. So give it a try, folks, and reach out if you have any questions.